One of the central themes of Christianity is turning tragedy into triumph. And really been touched by that this week as I've watched little Isaac at Siempre para los Niños be adopted into a new family. I've thought about how just several years ago, beginnings where Isaac was raised up, abandoned into our care, was empty. And a family came to us and offered to pay for and raise the funds, along with friends and family, to keep the doors of beginnings at Siempre para los Niños, our home for babies, open every single year, which they've done for the last few years. The way we met them was when their daughter was killed tragically. They had already been connected to Siempre. They had already been supporting a couple of children. They had already wanted to build the garden, and then suddenly snatched away from them in a horrible accident. Their teenage daughter was taken forever. And through that, they, instead of turning away from that which she loved, they turned towards that which she loved, and the children at Siempre para los Niños. And they took that tragedy, and out of it they tried to draw and build a triumph, like little Isaac finding a home, and so many other children finding a home. I came out here into the courtyard just now, and as I came out here, I smelled people smoking dope, and I listened to guys talking, and I could listen to part of their conversation. I could hear what they were going on about, and ranting and raving about the world and everything was going on. I went over and spoke to them. I said, "Hey guys, I'm not here at the church." And they said, "What? Just God's plan?" I said, "Pardon me?" I said, "Smoking God's plan." And I thought about these guys who, without work, laying around doing nothing, property of the church that I end up throwing off the property on a regular basis. And how do I take and turn the tragedy of their lives right now, where they're sleeping outside, smoking dope, hanging out doing nothing, into some kind of triumph? They know me, I know them. And I thought, there's got to be an open door. Just like at Siempre, there was the open door to help pay for beginnings at Siempre, so that there could be an eventual triumph for little Isaac. There's got to be an open door here for these guys. And I'm obviously not going to go sit and smoke dope with them. I've had plenty of conversations with them, which, we don't dress the same, we're very different, and they're not interested in hanging out with me. And it's a challenge. I'm 30 or 40 years older than them, so they're not, we don't connect. But I thought, in the heart of their loss right now, there's got to be a way to turn the tragedy of what they don't see as a tragedy, their lack of education, their lack of goals, their lack of accomplishing something right now, into a triumph. I think for each of us, when we hit that brick wall, and we feel like we're missing something, and there's got to be one more answer, just like my friends who hit the worst brick wall anyone imaginable could, found a way to find triumph in their tragedy, not negating their tragedy, but instead walking through their tragedy with a triumphant plan. In every single tragic situation we see in life, people who are throwing away their hopes and dreams of their family, people who are wasting their days, we can find a way to bring them to triumph. But it requires that first step of building a bridge. It requires paying the price of what it's going to take. It requires doing just that much more. And then it requires someone being ready and being open. I don't know if today you feel like your life is filled with triumph, or if today your life is filled with tragedy. I don't know if today you're blowing off an entire day that could be spent doing something incredibly effective, or if you're just wasting an afternoon. But I want you to know that every single person that you meet is waiting for someone. They're waiting for someone just like you to bring triumph into their relationships. They're waiting for someone just like you to give them an opportunity. They just don't know it yet. And you need to find a way, just like I need to find a way with these guys who are over here laughing and joking, getting high on their church property. Find a way to get inside so that we can build relationship and earn that spot so that eventually we can connect. And in connecting, we can be made whole and there can be triumph. Because I want to be the miracle. I don't want to waste my time with them. I don't want them to waste their time with me. I want our time to be effective together. I want to share in the miracle, and I want you to be the miracle. Hey, have a great day today. Go out and do something fun. Don't waste your time. Make the most of your time. Fill your time with something wonderful. Turn the tragedy that you're facing today into triumph for years to come. God bless you. Thanks so much for everything you're doing.